it is. Drop shot. It's a nice one. You know, this is a new rod I helped design for Daiwa. This is it's a 7-foot finesse drop shot rod. It's a Tatula Elite, you know, and I designed this rod specifically for fishing a drop shot. And, you know, for me, this is something I fish a lot of, you know, fishing on tour from the FLW to out here in these Clearwater, California lakes. It's a must-have for me. And, you know, this rod, you know, you can throw light line and you could effectively fish a drop shot, you know, and that's really, really key. There we go. Nice one to start off with. You know, I'm throwing a little Straight King Dream Shot right now, and you know, you can see the conditions today are really, really tough. It's bluebird sky, it's a post front, you know, and this is really the perfect time to pick up the drop shot to help you catch a lot of fish. You know, not only you're going to catch fish, but you're going to catch good ones also. There he is. You know, this rod, I mean, it has a perfect action. You know, the bend in the rod, I mean, it really allows you to fish the bait effectively. But then, you know, when you set the hook, it's going to have the right backbone to catch and land some of these fish, you know, and that's really key. You know, one thing I always throw when I'm fishing a drop shot is a tungsten weight. This is a Strike King tool grade tungsten weight, 1/4 ounce. You know, typically I go with the lightest weight possible. The lighter the weight, the more action this worm is going to have. But the tungsten allows you to feel everything. If there's a rock down there, a piece of wood or grass, you're going to have better bottom contact, so you're going to be, you know, more in tune really with the bait, and I think it helps you get a lot more bites. There he is. You know, it came up to this point, this long flat point, made a really long cast. You know, and this new Tatula LT sterling silver reel is really cool. You know, for one, the drag is awesome on it, which is really important fishing light line, but you know, they cast really well too. I mean, we're sitting out here making a really, really long cast, and that is key. And you know, the wind, it finally kind of laid down, and seems like it's moving these fish back to kind of where they should be. You know, one thing with light line too, you gotta take your time with these fish. This is 6-pound Seaguar Tatsu, and that is the key to getting some of these bites. You know, today the fishing is tough. You know, the drop shot for me is something that it flat out catches fish. You know, during my time at FLW fishing the tour, I hold the record for the most consecutive limits, which is 50 straight days. And you fish days like this where it's really tough, bluebird skies, light wind, and the drop shot for me, you know, something like this on the Tatula Elite rod, a little Strike King Dream Shot, it's going to help you put fish in the boat and definitely win a lot more money in tournaments. You know, something that's really cool with this new Tatula LT, you know, it stands for light and tough. And this particular reel is a sterling silver reel. This is a limited edition reel. You know, it matches up with this Tatula Elite rod really well. You can see the color of this thing is just, it's a perfect match. But, you know, this frame of this reel is made out of Zion. And what that is, it's a really durable, strong material. You know, that's where it gets its name with the light and tough. But it's also going to be, you know, durable for casting and stuff. What that Zion does is you know, when all the gears are moving around, it's not going to allow that. So, you know, the reel is going to have more durability, you know, and because it's so light with this Daiwa Tatula Elite rod, you could fish it all day. And, you know, days where it's really tough and you're in a tournament situation, you know, less fatigue, you know, lighter weight, that's going to be a definite key, you know, to fishing some of these tough lakes and tough bodies of water, and, you know, catching more fish. So that's something really cool. Again, it's smooth, it's got an amazing drag, it's a limited edition reel, and, you know, it looks really good as well. There's one. Not a giant one, but a little drop shot fish. You know, we're on the end of this flat right now, and you know, the reason we're fishing it is this is just a perfect, you know, wintertime spot. And all the fish are kind of moving out. It's later in the afternoon. You know, they want that sun right now. And you know, this is typical wintertime fishing with the drop shot. You know, fishing are slow and they move out to this flat and with some boulders and really try to warm up. They're up on top of it right now. But you know, like I say, fishing is slow. It's hard to catch them right now. That's why we're going to the drop shot, you know, a little Strike King, you know, dream shot. And I like the OPT, the open pour technology. It's really soft. It's a little hand poured worm by Strike King here. You know, when a fish bite it, they're gonna hold on to it a lot longer, and the colors are really awesome too. So, you know, when the bite's tough, go to something really natural like the little Strike King Dream Shot, the open pour technology, and definitely gonna catch a lot more fish. You know, something that's really important when you're throwing a drop shot, for one, is your weight size. You know, typically I use the lightest weight possible. So, you know, today we're using a 1/4 ounce Strike King tour grade tungsten, and it's just perfect. You know, a little bit of breeze, we're fishing, you know, that 25 to 35 feet of water. And all you want to do is you want to let it hit the bottom and shake the slack in your line. You know, so many times I see people really hopping the bait like this, and that's going to kill the action. So the lightest weight you could possibly fish to feel the bottom and just shake the slack in your line is how you're going to get a lot more bites on the drop shot. And you know, another thing too, when you get that bite, don't set the hook. You just kind of need to load into the fish, especially if you're throwing it on a spinning rod, light line. You know, just gently shake that slack. When you feel the bite, just reel down and lean into them, and that's going to be key. You know, and for when you're making long casts like we are today, you know, it's going to be key to have a reel with a high speed gear ratio. You know, this Tatula LT, this new sterling silver reel, you know, this thing's got a really high ratio where when you are way out there and you get that bite, you're going to be able to pick up a lot more line really quick and land and hook a lot more fish with light line and a drop shot. That thing was way out there. This rod is just perfect for a drop shot. You know, after countless hours of me fishing a drop shot and design and testing with this Tatula Elite, you know, so proud to come up with this rod. You know, again, it's cold out right now. You know, it's a winter time. You can see there's very little wind. You know, the fish are kind of just sitting down there, and we're just slowly fishing this drop shot by them. You know, shaking the slack in our line, a little 1/4 ounce weight. I got this new limited edition Tatula LT SS reel. And I'll tell you what, this is a good looking reel. It's smooth, and it's a fun reel to fish for sure. Look at the size of the belly on this little guy here. You know, it's not a giant, but hey, there is a lot of tournaments that I pray for fish like this. Nice healthy little largemouth there. That will work. What a day. You guys, make sure you like, share, tag a friend for your opportunity to win some great products from Daiwa and Strike King, and make sure you guys check out these great products from tacklewarehouse.com.